a couple of years ago, me and Joe were playing Fortnite. I mean, not Fortnite, GTA. Fuck, sorry. We were playing GTA with each other. Oh my god, hit by a car. He was coming over to me.
I did. And I am. So far, 17 minutes in.
I asked him if he was recording.
Yeah, 17 seconds in.
Oh, I see my name. Damn, back then he was level 262. See, whenever I played GTA, right, he would always be on, or he would always hop on after find out I was on. He would either invite me to a station, or he would join my station, or would be in a private station, because, you know, we do, like, sort of side missions, and, or, like, prep work, and try not to, and, because the reason why I go into private stations is because when we do, like, side missions, or, like, prep missions for, like, heists, we don't want people, like, annoying us, or killing us, or trying to kill us. Because if we do it in public, people would gun for our asses, meaning go after us. And damn, that's how much money he had. Shit. Anyways, we would always play GTA, so like every day, every minute, every hour, every day, every night, every week, every year, you know. But most of the time when I was on Fortnite, he would be, which I am going to be honest with you guys, he'd be sad that I'm not on, because I always ran out PS Plus, so he'd always say, like, I'm not going to play GTA without you, so he would re-download Fortnite, yes, sometimes he'd delete it, he'd re-download Fortnite, play it with me, even though it's the same, it was, no offense, the same boring stuff, either duos, or squads, or creative, and we'd play whatever I'd play, and then most of the time he'd say, I would always hear him whisper, this is the stupidest fucking game I've ever played in history. And then I kept spending less and less time on GTA and kept playing more and more on Fortnite, because I never find GTA boring, it's just I just like Fortnite more. No offense to Joe. And then Joe was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Fortnite more with him. And the more games, because like they added more and more games on Fortnite, the more and more games we played, because he was like, let me guess, it's gonna be the same boring shit. No, there was more games, he was like, what the fuck? They've extended more games on here. So the more games me and him played on Fortnite, the more he was starting to think, oh no, this game's starting to get good, but like I said before, he's still mixed on it. So he said if like we had another mini season like Family Guy, Futurama, etc., then he might start to love it. I do remember when we were playing the Simpsons season, he died because a donut was falling and it fell on top of him. It didn't kill him though, but it hit the car that I was driving and I got out and it instantly exploded and blew him up and he was crawling like, what the frick happened? And I said, the donut landed but landed on your car. I quickly got out and exploded on you, and he said, fuck's sakes. I love saying stories. So I don't know if anyone saw that story that I mentioned about GTA, but me and him were playing GTA one time, and I went to the Dome Casino, right, because I wanted to see if I could get like a new car. 1 minute I'm in there, next minute I get out, he's not there. And he then drives around the corner, picks me up, and then he says, don't look back. And I see a lot of helicopters and tanks after us. And I said, what did you do? Why did you cause World War III on GTA? And he said, so there was a oppressor on the flying bike, by the way, that has no wheels, if that makes sense, only fins, and kind of like sharks, fishes. Anyways, he said there was a guy on an oppressor, and he was annoying him, and then all of a sudden he kills him, and he probably brought his friends, and the whole entire lobby after us were getting chased by planes, tanks, motorbikes, all of those vehicles, people hunting us for 4.5 hours. We killed them, they killed us a few times, and then all of a sudden 4.5 hours later we're like, nah, let's just go to a different session. So basically they won. And I do remember one other thing about the story. He stopped thinking they were gone. I said, Joe, you might want to look behind you. I was like, why? And I think he did because he yelled, oh fuck, and he like drove like, ah, because there was a tank after us and it was aiming right at us. And I remember he said he's gonna record it, so I'm still currently trying to find that to react to it. It's a funny story. We got a lot of funny stories on GTA and Fortnite, so if anyone wants to know the stories, feel free to tell me in the comments down below, and I'll try my best to tell some funny stories. One thing I hated was the Christmas part of GTA, but I love the Halloween one where we got to hunt down ghosts, zombies, and serial killers.
Right now, let's meet up at the casino.
And back then of how young he sounded, and how young I sounded as well. Shit. If you hear that, it's because I'm yawning.
Right now, my favorite movie right now is Avatar, Way of Water.
Yeah, that's where the shortcut came from when he said his favorite movie right now is Avatar, Way of Water.
I found that out, but I watched it anyway.
I'm not gonna say what I said because it was a spoiler. So that's why he said that he watched it anyway. But I told him one of my favorite movies would have to be either the first or second Zombieland, because I have a lot of favorites. And I said, or it would have to be possibly one of the, what is it? One of the, it would probably have to be one of the Marvel movies. Damn, they had fake ass Coca-Cola and Sprite. And I can see alcohol back there. Run, Joey, run!
I was just doing something real quick.
Oh yeah, you're doing something as I'm robbing a store. Wow. No, please, he's not gonna stop the car. He's gonna keep driving like he Tom Cruise if he was in Fast and Furious instead of Mission Impossible. Oh, Jesus. One other thing before I go, whenever you would play a GTA game and you drove so fast next to someone, or you always crashed into someone, they'd always shout out, asshole, asshole.